Hey, what's going on? It is December 14th, Wednesday, New Comic Book Day, and I have my haul here of, I believe it's about 22 comics, which I got from two different comic book stores today. So we're going to get into it and start off with a few comics from, I think these came out 3 weeks ago now, I think at this point in time. So two variants. This is, I believe I got this one for $7 here, and I got this one for $10. So I really wanted this one when it came out as well. Couldn't find it, so really happy to grab that one now. So I've been reading the series so far. Great read. Really like it. Really like the characters, and looking forward for the rest of that series. Slapstick, this was a recommendation from one of my friends. You know, honestly, I do not really like too zany or quirky type items. He really talked this up, so I'm going to go into this one open-minded and see what I think. So we get into Flash, and, you know, this has been pretty good so far. You know, I was able to catch up all the way, 1 through 11 a few weeks back, and, I've heard people say that Flash and Superman and Wonder Woman have been the best Rebirth series so far, and, this one was just okay for me, to tell you the truth, man. I was a little disappointed by how much talk I heard about this, and, I don't know. I like the new Kid Flash that's involved now, the other Wally, and I don't know, we'll see. I'm going to stick with it, and I know Flash is going to be pretty instrumental in the whole rebirth, or, to figure out what happened. Flashes always are. So yeah, looking forward to that one still. Britannia. So this storyline has been excellent. I really love fantasy, horror, sci-fi, love all of that. I was able to pick up a variant for this week, and I believe this one finishes it off. I think this is 4 of 4. So, again, this one has been really, really good. Excellent artwork, in my opinion. And yeah, so looking forward to see what happens. There's a couple monsters involved, I guess, trying to explain exactly what happened. So this has been really, really good read so far, and I've really liked it. I usually don't like the Roman Empire too much, but I really enjoy the storyline so far. So a couple kind of variant here of the new Superman. This is a regular cover, this is a variant here on the right, and every variant so far for New Superman has been Chinese, Asian based, and really the only Asian based in this one with Wonder Woman is the Chinese / Japanese drinks with the tapioca in it. So I thought that was kind of funny to stay on the Chinese theme, but yeah, this has been really, really good. And I would compare this to Totally Awesome Hulk, is what I would compare this to. You have an Asian guy picking up a new role for an existing iconic character that's been around forever. So his interaction with the Chinese the Chinese Batman and the Chinese Wonder Woman is excellent. Highly suggest this for, the Teen Titan type of group. Would suggest picking this up as well. And we're only at number 6, so you should be able to find 1 through 5 pretty easily. Picked up a variant of Optimus Prime. I have not been too big of a fan of the Transformers, all the 5 series they have out there right now. I'm going to read through this one, but this one was really a number 1 for me, and then picking up a variant on top of that is, all that much better. But yeah, everyone knows the characters, obviously. It's all this, the mainstay that everyone knows. I don't know, it's just so many storylines are out there on the Transformers side, and I just really haven't been able to get into it. I love Transformers growing up. I just can't get into the comic book world of the Transformers side. That's pretty fun. That's from the movie. Alright, so we get into the new Hawkeye, who's a female, who's picking up the, I guess, the role from Clint, and I am not into non-superpowered heroes, really at all. Batman, I draw the line at Batman, and Batman is, they built him up to where he could, hand-to-hand combat, he could keep up with a couple like Superman if he has the right suit, or so they really built up Batman to be a badass without having powers. And everyone else, I've never been a fan. I've never been a fan of any bow and arrow type people at all. When you're right next to the Hulk, get that shit out here, in my opinion. But Anyways, I'm going to read this one open-minded, see if I, like this character or not, and see if I'm going to pick up number 2. I'm not planning on it now, but I read everything going into it open-minded. Green Valley. This artwork is amazing. I think the storyline has been amazing so far as well. I love Knights. I love, Dungeons and Dragons. I love Lord of the Rings. So, anything Knight-based, I've always loved. But this one has great artwork and great storyline to go along with it. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to reading through this one, to tell you the truth. Next up, we start our Justice versus Suicide Squad crossover. Finally, it's been talked about for so long. So yeah, looking forward to getting into it. I'm really disappointed, as I said in previous videos, of the Justice League so far. So I'm hoping this storyline is able to kind of kickstart something on the Justice League side. I have Suicide Squad starting, I think, number 5, which I'm going to be reading to kind of catch up on the new characters, or, the Rebirth characters, see if anything changed from the characters I knew in the past. I've never been a fan of Suicide Squad, but I am going to read I think I have 5, 6, 7, which I'm going to read before I read this one. So yeah, we'll see what happens, and it starts off the new crossover series. Amazing Spider-Man Renew Your Vows. So, I am not too big of a Spider-Man fan. The first issue of this one really got me more for his daughter. Not for Peter Parker, not for the mom, but really for the daughter. How she learns how to use her powers. I really like kids being exposed to the superhero side and kind of learning, what to do, what not to do, how to control their powers, things of that nature. That's always interested me. So again, it's not Spider-Man that's interesting me in this comic. It's really the daughter, and I'm sorry, I forgot what her name is, but yep, kids with superpowers, man. That's my weakness. Really love that stuff. So on to Batman and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So on this one, I was able to pick up 2 different variants. I think this was like cover B or something on this one. And this one here was more of the incentive. And I saw this one already going for, I think, $10 online. So, man, that's great that I was able to pick up 2 different variants on this one. Moonshine. So on Moonshine, I picked up both the cover A on the right and the cover B on the left. If it's just cover B versus a variant, I typically pass up on the cover B. But I really like the series so far. The artwork is excellent. I think the storyline is really good. A couple twists. Well, that's another comic. A couple twists that are in there so far. So yeah, I really enjoy this one. I would recommend this one for someone who's looking for a different storyline, maybe burned out on the superhero side right now. Highly recommend Moonshine. It's only at number 3. You pick up 1 and 2 pretty easy. This is a new one. I originally saw in previews, so Rockstar. So this one, I guess based in either the 60s or 70s. I'm assuming late 60s. But, this is more of, something's kind of going on, a couple of death murders. Someone kind of realizes, like, hey, there may be a correlation between these deaths. And I think they kind of go out and start, kind of seeing what's going on. And as they're kind of investigating, they kind of start unraveling some deeper secrets that are kind of held at the Rockstar level of this underground world. So yeah, different storyline, no superpowers, but it seems like a good storyline. I love rock and heavy metal, so anything music based I love. So yeah, looking forward to reading this one. A little bit different. I don't think many people recommended this one, so I'm going to read through it and see what I think. Next we get into Reborn, and I really, really love this series so far. So here's a regular cover here, and I was able to pick up, I think this is cover B on the left-hand side. I really like her dog, so you find out in the storyline that your previous pets meet you in the afterlife. They kind of guide you through of into the next step. So yeah, I really like the storyline. I love this artwork. This artwork is 4.75 out of 5 in my book. And, I think the storyline is really, really good. I thought number 1 was a little bit slow. Number 2 was excellent, and I'm really looking forward to this number 3. It looks like there's a lot of action in this one. So, yeah, really looking forward to reading this this comic this week. So many good comics this week. Alright, so now we get into Inhuman vs. X-Men, number 1. And, so I read through Death of X. I was of the camp that was disappointed with a little plot twist at the end of Death of X. I enjoyed number 0, and, there was a lot of negative comments about 0. For 0 to set the stage, to carry the previous Death of X storyline for people who didn't read it into, this is kind of what happened, a synopsis. Here are the two camps. Here's the build-up that we're about to get into number 1. For a number 0 comic, I thought they did a great job with great artwork. I'm not quite sure why everyone's complaining about it, to tell you the truth. It looks like they changed the artwork from 0 to this one. I thought 0 looked better, but I'm still looking forward to getting into the storyline. Of course, I'm on the X-Men side. I never really liked Inhumans. I felt that Inhumans were like a copy of the X-Men. Now, I grew up starting with the X-Men, getting the comics, so I'm a little impartial to the X-Men. But yeah, I'm really rooting for the X-Men in this one. I don't see how anyone could possibly see that the Inhumans, who are gassing the world, are in the right side of things. I don't see this like a civil war to where they're even sides, in my opinion. It's all about the X-Men in this one. So for this title, I was able to pick up 2 different variants. We have Old Man Logan on the left, and we have Storm leading off on the right side. So yeah, that's it for this week. And just to let everyone know, surprisingly, I'm right about to hit 100 subscribers. So following suit with everyone else, I'm going to be coming up with a new contest, and I'm going to come up with a couple prizes that hopefully interest some viewers out there to partake in this contest. So I think today I was at 93 subscribers. So I think this Saturday I'm going to be posting the contest, and going to allow that to run for about a month. So yeah, excited to do that. Thoroughly shocked that I'm at almost 100 subscribers already. I really thought it would take me about a year to get to 100 subscribers. Here we are at 6 weeks, and I'm hitting 100 subscribers. So guys, it's all due to you. Thank you very, very much. Should you like what you see here, please like and subscribe, and we'll talk to you later.